up along what we call the overhead, and air intakes are positioned down towards what we call the deck. When we return to Earth, our bodies once again must adapt to perceived change in gravity.
Close your eyes and think about where you are right now. Can you determine which way is up with your eyes closed? What about down? Now, open your eyes and think about what signals you receive to help you determine direction. On Earth, we perceive up or down relative to gravity. While in orbit on station, we're essentially in free fall. There isn't a true up. Up could be anywhere.
Welcome to Which Way Are You Pointing?, where our astronauts try to figure out their orientation while they're in micro-G. They'll have eye masks on and earplugs in to remove those senses. On the space station, gravity has mostly been removed as well. They'll pick an object and see if they can point to it after being spun around. First, some terms you should know. Pitch is shown as an exaggerated nod. Roll is shown as you move your head from shoulder to shoulder. And yaw is shown as if you were shaking your head no. Let's play.
Target, ESA flag, rotation, pitch.
Oh, sorry, Mark. Let's try again.
Target, ESA flag, rotation, roll.
Wrong again, Mark. Okay, Shane, let's see how you do.
Target, laptop, rotation, roll.
There are just too many missing pieces of their vestibular systems to accurately orient themselves.
I encourage you to think about the way your vestibular system helps you respond to information from your environment, and take note of what's happening next time you feel a little off balance. Thanks for exploring the effects of micro-G on the vestibular system with us today. See you next time.
Welcome to the International Space Station. I'm astronaut Aki Hoshide.
I'm astronaut Megan MacArthur. Today, we're going to discuss how engineers design space station modules so we can use the entire volume to live and work.
What is volume? Glad you asked. Let's go check it out. Area is defined as the two-dimensional space occupied by a flat shape or surface of an object, whereas volume is the amount of space occupied inside a three-dimensional object.
Length times width will give you the area of a square. Take the area of a square and multiply that by its height to get the volume of a cube. For example, here's a cube that is 2 meters long by 2 meters wide by 2 meters high. Multiply those dimensions and you get 8 cubic meters of volume. But that's only one way to calculate volume. Cones, cylinders, and spheres all have different formulas to calculate their volumes. To calculate the volume of a cylinder, we take the area of the circle, pi times the radius squared, and multiply that by the length of the cylinder. In the Destiny module, we have a pressurized volume of approximately 106 cubic meters, or 3,700 cubic feet. That's a lot of space for us to live and work.
Destiny is the primary research lab for U.S. payloads, supporting a wide range of experiments and studies contributing to health, safety, and quality of life for people all over the world. Engineers designed these cylindrical modules for astronauts to utilize the entire three-dimensional space.
So you've learned that Destiny is a cylindrical-shaped pressurized module, but inside the space you can see that our interior space is a little bit more like a square. So these racks are designed to fit against the walls of the circular cylindrical module, and so the back of the rack is curved and the front of the rack is straight. And so we can keep a variety of different kinds of experiments in different racks, and we can also use the ceiling and the floor just as easily as if it were a wall. So one of the places that we store some of our stuff is in the ceiling. You see we have these different kinds of bags that we store things in these different kinds of cupboards. We also can keep our medical kit up here out of the way. So if anybody gets a cut or a scrape or needs some medicine, we have different packs in here that have all the different things that we might need while we're up here. I can also use space in the floor. We actually have a window that's in our floor that looks straight down onto the earth. I hope you learned a little bit about the importance of engineering and utilizing volume aboard the space station today. Use the corresponding classroom connection to learn more about area and volume and challenge yourself to redesign your own home and classroom for life in microgravity.
Maybe one day you will be an engineer designing rooms for us up here in space. See you next time.
Hello and welcome to the International Space Station. My name is Shane Kimbrough and I'm an astronaut living and working here 250 miles above the Earth. Today we're going to be learning about what a simple machine is and exploring the different ways we're using simple machines up here in low Earth orbit. A simple machine is an object that helps us to easily accomplish a task.
ที่นี่คือประเทศไทยดินแดนแห่งความอุดมสมบูรณ์บ้านอันสวยงามแต่ตอนนี้เป็นอดีตไปแล้วปัจจุบันเรากำลังได้เผชิญกับปัญหาโลกร้อนโลกรวนเราจะส่งต่ออะไรให้คนรุ่นต่อไป PEA มุ่งสู่คาร์บอนนิวทรัลิตี้เพื่อการจัดการที่น่าอยู่ของทุกคน
สุขใจวัยเก๋ารายการเพื่อสุขภาพและเสริมสร้างแรงบันดาลใจในการเตรียมพร้อมเข้าสู่สังคมผู้สูงวัยอังคารที่30พฤษภาคมนี้พบกับช่างกีตาร์ทำมือที่ทำให้ความชอบกลายเป็นอาชีพพร้อมผลงานที่มาจากการสั่งสมประสบการณ์กว่าหลาย10ปีติดตามชมได้ในรายการสุขใจวัยเก๋าทุกวันอังคารเวลาบ่ายโมง
A range of simple machines that use an angled plane to accomplish different tasks. Down on Earth, you use inclined planes to move things easily. But here in microgravity, we don't need inclined planes to help us move objects. If you look closely at a screw, you will see that it is made up of a rod with an inclined plane that spirals around it. This inclined plane helps the screw to fasten to another object. Another simple machine using inclined planes to accomplish something is a wedge. A wedge consists of two inclined planes combined to split or separate objects. We often use wedges to cut objects here on the International Space Station. A wheel and axle is exactly what it sounds like. A wheel is attached to an axle, helping it to rotate and move easily without friction. We sometimes use wheels to help move items that we need to be able to travel without floating away. An example of this would be the wheels on our crew equipment and translation aid cart. It is attached to a track using wheel and axles for movement, so we were able to use it on our spacewalks without the possibility of it drifting off.